Hey guys, welcome. I don't have a lot of time to play a lot of Minecraft. I got like, at most, when I get off work, around 4 hours. But today I wanted to build. I've been building little things, and today's gonna be my first, like, sideways build. So right here, I kind of want to put like a little bakery. So I think I don't really go for really big, huge builds. Kind of go for pretty smaller builds. Small end. Because I usually just find place to like put items and stuff. Like that's my little stall for wool. That's my food stall. Because when I farm, for example, cows for my cow farm, I'll basically have a place to put some of the meat in there. But then if I get too much meat in there, that means I'm gonna have to make like a tavern in the mines. But yeah, mostly this world is a peaceful Minecraft. I have the ink sacks because I want to make some black sheep so I can expand my wood farm. But today we're going to be focusing on making our little bakery. So I want it to be kind of diagonal. So the question is, how deep am I going in here? I think I'll go this deep. That makes most sense. Dude, it's just so nice that I might be in peaceful Minecraft and XP is gonna be hard as hell to get my hands on. But dude, look at the speed. Bear in mind I've been using a normal diamond pickaxe. So this is like really fast. This coal, I don't want to cut out too much because I know these are like pretty quick builds. I'll take this coal though because that's XP. So when I build this, it's gonna be diagonal, which is gonna be so weird. But I want there to be like the back. The back will be cobblestone. Because I don't have access to a lot of different blocks. And I've been just basically been using whatever I've had. Because survival, you know. But now we have to figure out this diagonal. This is going to be so weird. So how do I do a diagonal door? Maybe something like that? No, that wouldn't work. Maybe the door could be like this. But then for the diagonal, I could do something like this. Let's just try that. So we're doing 3. So I just kind of want to even it. 3, 3, and then I just do a 2. Something like that. It's weird because it's going to be kind of diagonal. But if that's the case, I want to do the same thing in the back to try to make it similar shaped. You know? So, you know, part of the process is I don't have like a million hours to make something look very beautiful, so with the short amount of time I do have, if I could, I'd make it a double. Because I feel like a double door would look better. But if I do that, I want it to be 3s, and it starts with the 2. Okay. And that should be a double. Dude, this is so weird. I'm not used to building diagonal. I definitely don't have enough of this type of wood, but hold on. I'm just gonna do it like this. Actually, yes, I do use birch. Birch is a thing I use because it melds well with oak. Like, it really does mix well with oak. And usually I like to have it pop out one. But honestly, that'll work best for this. Because then I can at least do this. Something like that. Boom. Boom, I might have to harvest some trees. But I like there to have a kind of 3D look to it. I feel like that's too often. Skip one corner. Or no, not that corner. Skip that corner. So then at least we have this. Yeah, I'm gonna need so much more wood. Holy. Yeah. And if it goes into the wall, we're pretty okay. I don't think I wanted to put it, like, after every single. So I think I could put it here. Perfect. So we got that. And the thing is, we only have to worry about this outside facing area. Because that's like the most important side. But yeah, I'm gonna need more wood. So here I go to chop down some trees. There's other little things that I'm doing, like trying to expand my farming. Like, I'm not trying to make one big giga farm, I'm just making little houses here and there, having their own little bit of farm. Doesn't have to be like crazy output. I feel like this is a good view. Like, that's where I do my sugarcane. That's where my pumpkins are gonna be. So that's the sugarcane, that's the pumpkins. That's the cow farm, that's the sheep. But as you can see, like, the world is kind of slowly expanding. And that's kind of what I want. Like, right now, I'm kind of working on, like, the little town here. Trying to make the town a little bit more towny. As you can see the bakery, we can see it from here, like the starting of the bakery. So it's gonna be real nice. It's really nice. Like, I even want to work on inside the cave, which I've been working on inside the cave longer than I have outside. But I want to, like, build some structures inside the cave, like, for example, kind of want nice, like, really nice. Like, in the cave, I want, like, kind of almost like an underground society. Like, if you see on the outside, there is some society on the outside. I want there to be also some underground society. So I have, like, a basic storage room for, like, andesite and all that stuff. I might make, like, a different building based off each, you know, a different building based off each stone type, you know? So one for tough, one for andesite, one for diorite. Because I do plan on using all of those in builds. Because it's just nice to have, like, different blocks. Like, my main thing is I try to use most of the blocks that I have. I don't like having too many, and if I do have too many, I don't tend to collect the blocks that I don't need. And you know, of course, instead of making a tree farm, I decide I'll just go up into the little woodland and I'll just harvest some trees. And that's kind of how I've done it. Because, like, tree farms are really boring, and I feel like going around in the woods is more fun than anything else. Who knows? Maybe we could build, like, a little tree cutter's hut up here, huh? Why don't we do that? I mean, we have a lot of wood. Let's build a little, little thing. Let's actually make it go up one more. Because I have so much wool. It doesn't even have to be like a tree cutter's house. For now, it could just be like a little tent. And I could put like all my extra saplings and stuff in there. The curse of having a really good shovel in Minecraft. Accidentally mining what you don't want to mine. It's just so fast. Something like that. So I can put like excess wood in here if I needed to. But yeah, I want to have little things just around. Like nothing, not everything has to be a big build in Minecraft. I think there is quality in small builds. It's just the fact that you're building something, you know. Alright guys, I'm back. How are our tree situation? Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more birch. Got a little camp with the worst tent I've ever made. Holy, that's a tent. A 2 log as like a vantage. All right, let's get back to it. I really haven't gone anywhere with this. Oh my goodness, this is a 2-dayer for sure. 2-dayer project. Holy. Okay, so I think if I did something like this, it would work out better. Then it goes... Oh, that's weird. Why is it like this? Should be a corner. So we're doing that. 3. And then... 3. And then one more 3. So the idea is this will be going into the wall. So we're not going to be too worried about how it looks, because it's going into the wall. Alright. Now the beauty of what I'm going to do is we're gonna get a birch. This is definitely my first where I'm building like this. So this is our bakery. Gotta think about that. This is our bakery. I hope I'm not making it too big. That's really hard to do, actually, making something too big, because usually I end up having to shrink it down. Now, of course, we're gonna need windows. There's always a need for some windows. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of dig out this a little bit, just so there's not any hangover. Holy blocks. But as always, with how this stuff goes, there's gonna be a ton of extra blocks. Okay, so I think this corner right here is going to be the shop type corner where everything's going to be stored. So it'll be like right there. So the floor is different from the wall. That's usually how I go. If the floor is a different color from the wall, then it looks better, because it doesn't all blend together. Usually how I do these builds is I like do the inside, I do the windows, and then I kind of do the roof last. Roof ain't ever fun to really do. So what I'm doing here is this line. I'm going to be making out of birch. Like this. And this is kind of why I like birch and oak together. They kind of meld nicely. Okay, so now I can do this. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, it seems even enough, so I could just do this. And this is why we needed so many resources. Because it just adds up. Look at that, boys. It's slowly coming together. It's slowly coming together. Oh yeah. Window. Prime window territory. I'm gonna do the... thing where I like to put flowers in. Probably put another window here. Let's do a... Oh, that's weird, because... Yeah, because it's corners. So we have to, like, make it a corner window. Nice. How much of this is visible? Oh, so we could have, like, a... window right here. Oh, I kind of like that. I like how it's different, you know? It looks nice. So if this is a bakery, I think... How would a bakery normally go? I think if I do it in that sort of way... Am I doing this in oak? I mean, technically, kinda. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like that. So like this is behind the counter. And usually when you're like... There's like the cash spot, which would be like here. But then there's usually like a display, so maybe this is where I put like the shelves. I put the shelves like on this end, so you can see it. I'm already liking the look of this. It's really nice. And then how... Ooh. And then the outside looks like it has, like, layer. It's huge. It's not gonna matter at that point. But yeah, I just want it to have a bit of depth to it. It's gonna cost, like, more wood to do that, but... I like the look. Dude, it's just so nice, like, how the build is. So maybe could squeeze in windows there. Do this instead. Alright, I'm gonna keep it here, and then I'll probably edit it together later, because I'm gonna still have to do the roof, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end of that video. These might take 2 days to make, depending on how I want to do it. But yeah, I like it. I like this layout. I think it's pretty good for a kind of diagonal build. Like, you can see it's like not a perfectly flat build. That's why I kind of like the look of it. Like, this is like a flat square. Like, this is just a basic square build. This is our first like sideways build, which I really like the look of. Hey guys, so I gotta figure out what to make the roof out of. I think I'm gonna use some more wood to just have a little bit more height in it. Look at that copper. I do need to make a smelter. Ooh, that's what we could build down here. Build idea, guys. Smelter. Not a bad idea. More copper. I mean, smelting the copper will give me XP. It's just I don't know if I'm in that much of a need of XP. If I needed a renewable fuel source. Because one of our issues is we don't have enough fuel, and there's 2 ways to get fuel. We could get lava, but we could also get seaweed. And seaweed naturally grows. So maybe what we'll build out somewhere is a seaweed, an automatic seaweed farm. Might be advantageous. Oh, this is so weird because it used to be all the way up there. It's cool though, like seeing how it's going down. It's a really cool touch. So maybe I could make like the forge in here, for example, but let's say the fuel, the seaweed, unless I do the seaweed in here, like there is a lot of space. So getting a big smelter in here wouldn't be a bad idea. So maybe like a big seaweed. Because think about it, we have so much space down here. I'm gonna actually toss this in here for now. Okay, let's go to the smith. It's kind of nice that we have the smith like connect like that, because it makes it easier to run in. Yes, more copper. Yes. Oh, we have some uncooked copper. Do that. We got a little bit of iron, not a lot though. Okay, maybe this will work for a roof. I mean, kinda. I think it'll work. Okay, so I kind of want it to have that depth look to it. Like, I do like functional builds. Like, functional builds aren't necessarily bad. Wait, why is this like a cross? Oh, because, yeah. So I just have to figure out what I'm gonna do here. Maybe like that. Because then it'll still look like it's out a bit, you know? I might need more blocks than what I currently have. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and it can go straight here for a while until it hits this point. Then it has to go in. Then it can kind of go till there. Wait. And then it has to go in again. Being a little bit choppy like that. Okay, I don't want the roof to be too high. So I think I might want to start. Yeah, I might need more. This is a pretty big building. Hold on. Okay, I think it could go up one more. And if I do that... Oh yeah, we're running low. So I have to get a little bit more. But I think the roof came out pretty good. Let's do the rest like this. Oh, it's pretty close. Oh my god. Guys, we have the perfect amount. Oh, that's cool. I like... You know what? I like it. I like it, guys. I like it. It looks unique. And it's better than spamming the same material everywhere. I know I have a lot of cobblestone, alright? Maybe I should remove the wood. See, that did something. Alright, so... I think... just kind of evening it out with some brighter blocks. Make it seem less of a... big jump. Is this the front door? Idea. Idea. Let's get up there. I'm gonna actually do this as well. I don't know, some shade is nice. Like some shade in front of the door. It's just a nice addition. So I could probably do something like that. Make it stretch out a little bit. Actually, make it go all the way, because then I could just put some at the end here. Do that. Alright, let's make... I'm gonna need a lot of these. Probably way more than that. There we go. Slowly but surely, the build cometh together. I'm sorry, I can't afford glass. I don't have sand. I don't have a bunch of fuel that I can waste right now. Pretty sure I can only make like 2 right now. Is that it? Yo! Perfect. This will probably hold like my extra wheat. Do I want a door here? I feel like it would feel better to have a door. Block at each corner. Get like a table here. I feel like that's a little bit more furnished. Oh, there's just like little things we could do. You know? Like a little details. To just kind of bring it together. Another build done, boys. The next thing I'll be working on is going to probably be a smelter, or I have to be doing the seaweed, honestly. The seaweed is next.